It never goes away, and it never is completed, the inward journey. It only becomes finer and more delicate.
Thank you for that. Yes.
And I think that for me...
Why don't you repeat that? Because I think that's lost on so many of us that grew up in this achievement paradigm where there is an end goal and we get it. And if we're paying attention when we get it, it's like, fuck, that was short-lived.
Yeah.
Now what? Now what? But what you're talking about is being in a state of being.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
just
I forgot.
Again, for the uninitiated, like I'd love for you to talk about
Sure,
that.
Sure. I forgot. I was just making it up. I didn't believe a word of it. No, I was saying that the inward path is I even get a little bit of a cringe calling it the path, but like going into one's own mind and becoming more, having this consciousness amplification around your awareness, beginning to become aware of what you're thinking, how you're acting in the world, what thoughts are you turning into actions, who are you, why are you thinking these things, can you sit close to a feeling to try and understand it, all this type of thing that we're basically just cracking the egg, undoing the self a bit, and once you crack the egg, you can't put it back together, and which is why I like that phrase. It never stops. It doesn't stop because it doesn't stop until life stops, because life doesn't stop. No matter where you get, you're always encountering and absorbing new information and new data and new experiences with different people in different parts of your life. And as you age, you see life differently. Everything constantly is always changing and fresh and new. And that's why I refer to it as the cyclical feedback loop. The cyclical feedback loop is our experience. Is we're drawing in an abstraction of the world outside of our skin through our nervous system. It's getting filtered through our own filter bank based upon all of those things, the past experiences and all that. And that's showing up as this tapestry of what reality is. But that's always happening because we're always absorbing new experiential experience, basically notating our illusion, and then feeding back into the world with our response to that information. And that's just this cycle that happens and happens and happens and over. And so it never ends, right? And so basically as you go inward and begin to try and understand yourself more, then it just gets more, you begin to hack away at it a bit. It gets more delicate and more fine because you've kind of addressed some of the larger, bolder issues, move those out of the way or process them or integrate them or whatever. And it just becomes more gentle and beautiful and delicate and fine, in my opinion, as you get older. And so, yes, there is no finishing place, right? It's just this, if you are willing, and you don't even need to. Another thing I like to stress is that, as you said, this culture of completion, where it's like, you've got to do this and get certified or whatever. Like I was talking to someone who was, a very, very famous person with a huge audience and platform. And I was like, oh, do you meditate? No, yeah, I was certified at this. And I was just like,
yes.
Okay.
I was asking, sure.
Yeah, where it's like, I want to meet the person that certified you, or like I could certify you with some things. What would you like? Let me tell you how much it costs to get certified at any whatever you want. It's just nonsense, to certify something about your own consciousness,